What's up, guys? I got another late night video for y'all. This one's gonna be on wildlife encounters and cryptids. So strap on your seatbelts, come hang out with your boy Derek, and let's go.
In 2009, Chuck was preparing to test his new ATV at a Gum Hill, West Virginia creek. His son was on the camera, ready to record as he drove up the stream.
It's hard on that thing. Damn.
He'd been to this place many times before, but what he witnessed that day forever changed him, because as he climbed the stream, he saw something terrifying emerge from the dense forest.
Now that's a real West Virginian, boys. Right there. Man was like almost completely submerged in that thing. Okay,
Now known as the Beast of Gum Hill, a 7-foot-tall Bigfoot monster walked across the stream, not paying attention to its surroundings. Chuck and his son were lost for words and could only marvel at what they'd seen. Two men drive through thick snow during a harsh Siberian winter night, but while it's common to see wildlife in these parts, they're not ready for what's coming their way. Things suddenly start feeling different when they see irregularities in the snow, almost like someone's walked through it. But before they can process it, something right before them diverts their attention.
Whoa, dude, that doesn't look like a Bigfoot. It doesn't even...
Out of nowhere, a bipedal beast resembling a small yeti jumps into the light and rushes through the snow. Even though these folks have trouble believing what they've seen, things become clear once they move forward and check the snow for tracks.
Is that like a... It could be a
Witness
person.
one of the most terrifying videos ever recorded on a camera as a strange gorilla-like creature emerges from the bushes in Mexico.
Look at this thing, guys. What the hell is this?
This is as unsettling as it gets, because while it initially appears to be an animal, things change when the beast moves closer to the camera.
Dude, it looks big. It looks really big, to be honest. Look at his face. Why is its face like white, dude?
It's not a face that resembles any animal. No, this is a nagual, a witch with a humanoid face who shapeshifts into animals and runs around at night, terrorizing local people.
Well, that escalated quickly. This... Whoa. A Nigel? A witch that shapes shifts? So basically it's just a skinwalker? Oh my god, you can tell it's got like a human face.
In 2021, a man from Costa Rica heard a commotion outside his house, with dogs seemingly barking at an intruder. Whoa. But his curiosity turned into raw fear when he checked the security footage.
What the f is that?
This was no man, neither did it look like an animal. No one had seen a creature like this, crawling on its limbs almost like a spider. What was truly terrifying, though, was that this thing was even bigger than the dogs.
Whoa. Look at it crawling, dude. It's crab walking. What the hell? Dude. It looks like a person in a way, but how could a person crab walk like that, dude? What the hell? And the dogs
Imagine marveling at the beautiful snow-covered mountains, only to have your reality shattered by a disturbing sight. That's exactly what happened to these folks, who thought they were hallucinating. But make no mistake, this is as real as it gets.
Bro, that tree was straight up getting moved. Bro. Nah, dude. Oh my god.
The tall trees on top of the mountains are moving, but not because of any wind. They look like they've come alive and are walking around. While this is creepy, there's also a potential theory behind this.
What? Snow?
These could be tree harvesters at work, Deep in the woods, a man hunts for a cryptid known for stalking visitors. But this creature doesn't show itself to anyone. It hides in the shadows and keeps its distance. There is a magical aura about this place, with zero civilization nearby. Moreover, the man follows the creature's tracks and gets closer to finding it. Little does he know, however, that he's not the one hunting, he's the hunted. The man notices something behind him, and right as he turns around, he sees it. A shadowy, alien-like creature stalking him from behind the tree.
Dude, that looks like a freaking gray. That looks like an alien gray. Look at that, dude. Looks like it's got the eyes right there, I think. That's terrifying. Oh my god, if I saw that, y'all, I'd shit my pants immediately.
He's fully prepared to jump out and pounce on him.
I don't know about that. It just looks like it's looking at him. Oh shit, bro. That's fucked, guys. That is super crazy. Look how it's moving, dude. That gives me chills, you guys. Like, that's like a straight up scene from a movie.
Picture this. You're camping in the woods and everything's peaceful, but you can't help but feel you're being watched. And no matter how much you try, you can't eliminate that unsettling feeling. Well, that's exactly what happened to this man.
Whoa.
He's paranoid and starts looking around the area to see if a predator's about to attack him. What he sees, however, is no mere beast, it's Bigfoot. But this one's different, because this big guy is white, unlike most legends.
Holy shit.
What am I seeing? Is that its face?
He's like...
The creepy white face poking through the bushes just stays there, staring back at the man with its hollow black eyes. And while there's every possibility it could be a barn owl or even a weirdly shaped tree stump, people believe it's a white Bigfoot.
A white Bigfoot,
He's standing above the bushes.
That's pretty tall.
He, she, whatever. Look how tall that is. Yo, it's white.
This footage comes from a man returning from his morning run in the woods. As he crossed the bridge into an alley, something strange jumped on him from the wall. However, when he turned around to look at it, the thing was gone.
Whoa, it looks like a monkey, like a lemur or something.
The man knew he'd felt something jump on top of him, but since he didn't see anything, he decided to go back home and check the footage. Only when he slowed it down did he realize the thing he'd encountered did not resemble anything he'd ever seen.
It's like a lemur.
Was it just a monkey or a creature from another world? No one knows. Sometimes.
Is it just a monkey or a creature from another world, guys? You could clearly see its tail. It looked exactly like a monkey. Like, come on.
You have to fight the intruders, especially if they get too close to your home, because that's what this man did after he spotted a strange creature lurking in the distance.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep walking towards it. You might actually get to capture.
The man is brave, walking toward the creature in the dark. But as he inches closer, things start to get creepy because this is not an animal or human. This appears to be a pale crawler.
It looks like a pale crawler. It appears to be a pale crawler. It looks like a dang alien.
Alright, whatever you are.
With their humanoid bodies and large eyes that glow in the...
Alright, this guy's got me right here. He said, alright, whatever you are. That seems pretty genuine, y'all. Like, that seems pretty genuine. I don't know, that's...
dark. Crawlers are meant to be some of the most aggressive creatures. But this man knows what...
Crawlers are meant to be some of the most aggressive creatures. Dude, what the fuck is a crawler? Like, how am I just now hearing about this?
He's doing, because he came to this encounter fully prepared.
We got the gat. Oh, okay. He's not playing.
In May 2023, a man riding a bike with his wife in Muir Woods suddenly heard a strange fox-like scream. But there was an issue. No foxes were in the area, and the scream sounded much deeper than your typical fox. He looked around the area for a good while until he nailed down the location of the noise. However, when he zoomed in with his camera, he was not ready for what he was about to witness. Seeing a wild animal is one thing, but the man claims he saw a bipedal creature no less than 9 feet tall, resembling a Sasquatch. And when he moved up to explore the area, it smelled so bad that his wife threw up.
I don't know about y'all. But I'm married and my wife can smell everything, bro. Like, women, technically, y'all can look it up. I believe women can smell, I think it's like 30% better than men. Or some even up to 50% better than men. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But they can smell everything.
In 2021, a couple from South Jersey heard strange noises from the woods outside their home at night. They went out to investigate multiple times, but didn't see anything. However, everything changed when they reviewed the footage they'd captured.
I'm getting tired, y'all.
They thought they were just paranoid, since it's common for wildlife to cause a stir and jump around in the bushes. But what they saw did not look like an animal. It was a Jersey devil.
A Jersey devil. Where?
If that wasn't bad enough, they found even more unsettling evidence in the morning. Huge footprints in their backyard.
I don't see it.
On April 17th, 2021, a man was strolling around a beach in Florida when he noticed a strange corpse had washed up on the shore. However, while he initially thought it was a fish or a seal, his thoughts changed when he approached it. The creature had bizarre double flippers, but even weirder was that its upper body had an elongated humanoid skeleton, almost like a mermaid. The corpse had been on the beach for a while, so most of it had already decomposed. And even though people think it could be a manatee, a seal, or even a whale baleen, no one could figure out what the creature looked like while it was still alive.
It looks like feathers.
National parks can be terrifying at night, as all sorts of animals can run around in the bushes, making you paranoid. But what this man saw in Australia was no mere animal.
We out here hearing weird noises in the forest.
He was walking along the trail in the dark with his friends when he heard a strange noise coming from a nearby tree. And when
If I saw that, guys, I would be the Roadrunner instantly. What the f is this guy crazy? Like, what are these people crazy? How do you guys see? First of all, if I see anything that's bipedal and looking at me from behind a tree with glowing eyes, I'm running as fast as I can in the opposite direction, or I'm blasting it. Like, I don't know how these people can just sit here and record this like it's just another day on the job. I don't know.
he turned to look, all his fears became reality as 2 glowing eyes glared right back at him.
In the forest. What the f? Oh, what the f? What the f?
Some say it was a crawler, but your guess is as good as mine.
Crawler.
In the woods, a man hears a woodpecker's warning call outside his cabin. But while he goes out to catch a glimpse of the bird and record it, he hears something much scarier.
I just want to say, it's pretty freaky that the cryptid scene is so big and there's so many people that see crawlers that they just call them crawlers. I mean, that's pretty freaky. I mean...
What the f was that?
heard some shit there.
Out of nowhere, an extreme roar echoes through the woods, almost like a big monster screaming in agony. What's even
I love this guy's accent. He reminds me of the dude that goes and fishes. What's his name? I'm Jeremy Wade, and we're gonna go fishing for some river monsters. That's this guy's got the best British accent. Jeremy Wade.
even more bizarre, however, is that the sound continues for several seconds.
Damn, bro. There's a freaking werewolf in the woods, y'all. Dude, that is terrifying. I mean, what makes that noise?
Of course, animals like
I want to hear that again, dude. That is nuts.
sound continues for several seconds. Of
I mean, that's a Bigfoot if I've ever heard one.
course, animals like mountain lions or foxes make weird sounds during mating season, but what sets this roar apart
There ain't no damn way that's a fox or what do you call it having some whoopee, y'all. I don't believe that for a second. That looked like a damn werewolf howling.
from the rest is that it's very deep and likely comes from a big creature, a Bigfoot.
Yeah. Bro, are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now, dude? That's fucking terrifying. If I heard that, I'd be shitting myself all over the place. I'd be flying through the air and shit. That's ridiculous, bro. Dude, that's crazy. I've never heard anything like that.
At the Prairie Spirit Trail in southeast Kansas, a man goes for his usual night run through the woods, but halfway through, he senses that he's being watched, and when he turns his flashlight toward the tree, it all unravels.
A little head. That's scary.
Sometimes, when you look at the darkness, it looks back at you, and that's exactly what happens to this man, who sees several creepy glowing eyes staring right back at him through the branches. Are these deer,
God.
or something else entirely?
What could those be?
In 2018, a woman in North Carolina kept hearing strange noises at night outside her house, and when she walked out, everything in her yard was trashed. But after the same thing happened 3 nights in a row, she decided to take matters into her own hands.
I gotta f this out. What the f?
Her dog was barking, and the neighbors had come outside to see the commotion. However, when she got down, the thing destroying her yard was nowhere to be seen. Well, at least that's what she thought anyway.
Thought I heard those noises again.
I heard him last night.
They looked around the area for a few minutes and returned to their homes later after not finding anything. But upon re-watching the footage and slowing it down, they discovered something terrifying.
Oh, I saw it. Oh, shit, dude. What is that? What was that? It was like a little black hand. Oh, hell no.
In 2016, people at a South American gas station were going about their business early in the morning when they noticed something strange floating in the air, slowly approaching their location.
What is that?
The paranormal object was near the ground, levitating like an extraterrestrial being. Of course, the gas station workers wouldn't sit back and watch it sizzle by, so they decided to investigate.
They're gonna go walk up to it? Look, he's going towards it. He's going straight
Mustering up the
forward.
courage to approach a paranormal object was already hard enough, but the gas station...
Okay, first of all, not everybody believes in paranormal objects. You see something on camera you can't explain. Yeah, of course they're gonna go over to it and look at it. I mean, He does have balls to do that, but...
Workers were not prepared for what it was about to do when they approached it. Because as soon as they got close, it flew up.
Ahí es donde vuela.
No way. Yo, what the...
Ay,
What
se
the
puede ver clarita sus
that?
patitas.
If you think you've seen scary, then you're wrong, because this right here is
I
arguably
wanted to see more of that, guys. Man.
one of the creepiest things ever recorded on camera.
Whoa.
Imagine hearing the strangest sound you've ever heard outside your window.
Are you kidding me, bro? This is just a straight up witch just swimming through the air. Like she's like just straight up swimming through the air, bro. What? Like, why is she just straight swimming, bro? What is it? And what's that noise?
Imagine hearing the strangest sound you've ever heard outside your window. And when you look outside, it's a humanoid monster flying over your car and slowly inching towards you.
Okay, that is terrifying.
It's something straight out of a horror movie.
That is actually
But the thing
terrifying.
levitating and making strange sounds isn't even the scariest part. Because the way it looks back after it spots the person recording is enough to send shivers down your spine.
Bro, that is terrifying. And it's just coming straight up to the window? Nah. I'd be... I'm telling you, there'd be an atomic bomb of shit in that house right now coming from my ass. I mean, that...
In August 2023, a man driving along a forest off Highway 20 in central Oregon was caught completely off guard by a shimmering light in the distance. When he stopped to look, however, he realized it wasn't just a light, but a creature.
A creature. Some sort of a monster.
Oh my god.
It first appeared to be a mountain lion, with its big pointy ears and glaring eyes. But there was a problem. The pointy things weren't ears at all. They looked like antlers. Not to mention, the beast appeared much bigger than a mountain lion.
A skinwalker. A real monster.
This footage comes from a man visiting Lake Champlain in Vermont. He was sitting in the park, eating his lunch, and enjoying the gorgeous view.
Isn't Lake Champlain in Vermont where the Loch Ness Monster is from?
When he noticed something was not quite right about the lake. In the distance, he could see a dark spot in the lake that looked odd, almost like something was casting a shadow on it. However, this wasn't a shadow. Something massive was floating underneath the surface.
It's the Loch Ness Monster.
The bizarre thing was that the dark spot wasn't even stationary. It kept moving around as if something was swimming under the surface.
That is pretty trippy.
And guess what? People say he'd spotted the sea creature known as Champ, the Lake Champlain monster.
The Lake Champlain Monster. Okay, maybe I was wrong. It's not the Loch Ness Monster. It's the Lake Champlain Monster.
Wait. For School of Fish, maybe?
The following footage comes from a trail cam set up in Queensland, Australia.
What do y'all think that was?
At first glance, nothing interesting happens in this spot as a deer runs by. However, a much more disturbing reality reveals itself when you look closer.
If you guys made it this far, can y'all please like and subscribe? I love you guys a lot. So all the support and likes, views, everything means everything in the world to me. I'm quite a bit tired right now and buzzed and a little bit out of it, so bear with me. But yeah, like and subscribe, por favor.
As the deer passes the trail cam, a strange silhouette starts moving in the footage's top right corner. As the seconds pass, it becomes clear that this creature has never been seen.
That looked like a
The
damn
strange
Bigfoot.
creature
That
resembles
looked
a
like a
cow,
Bigfoot.
but
A
cows
cow?
don't roam around in this part of the woods.
How the hell did it
What's even
resemble a
stranger
cow?
is that the creature stalks a deer, which is uncharacteristic of any animal of this stature.
Dude, that looked like a Bigfoot. Okay, maybe it did
In
look
October
like it was on
2023, a man in Fishkill,
like a
New York,
Bigfoot.
heard a loud noise outside his house in the woods, but while he was ready to see animals causing a stir, he wasn't prepared for what he was about to witness.
What the f*** are these things that keep flying around?
Flying around.
They're disappearing. They're coming.
Two pairs of glowing
Okay,
eyes were
that's
looking
pretty
back at him in
creepy.
the dark. Of course, it's normal for wild animals to do that as well, but what set
If I was like living out in the woods like this, guys, I would want like, you know, those flashlights that are like spotlights. I'd be using that shit all the time.
these creatures apart was that they were nestled high up in the trees, and their eyes were really
Like, how useful would it be to have one of those super strong flashlights? You know what I'm talking about? Like them spotlights, shine it right on them.
wide.
This is like in the woods. There's been a few of them that like they just fly into the woods and they fly back out.
The strange creatures keep hopping everywhere,
I don't know if
almost
those
like
are
jumping
creatures,
between the
bro.
trees or flying. However,
be UFOs.
the way they keep staring at the camera despite their movement is unnerving.
It's looking at me. Jesus Christ, that is a thing. That's a I can hear it moving.
Just stop
It
moving
is
the camera so much.
Blackbird is a state forest in Delaware, and it's one of the scariest places you could ever visit, not only because of the creepy things people find in it, but also because you never know if you're being
God,
watched. The forest is home to some strange creatures, some of which are paranormal. This video is the perfect showcase because something ducks behind it as the camera pans to a wood box in the open area.
That's creepy. Oh, hell no.
In 2008, friends were filming their boating trip to the Upper Mackenzie River in Oregon. However, they found something deeply disturbing in the footage they recorded during their trip. The video is extremely shaky and unstable, with the river flowing quickly. Yet, if you divert your attention to the left side of the screen, you'll notice a massive brown figure standing up in the bushes and walking away. The
That
real
looks like it could be
terrifying
a
thing
person.
is that there have been several Bigfoot sightings in that area.
Bit big
At
for
a national
person,
park in
maybe
Washington, tourists are busy.
It could be a what do you call it? Like one of those people that live out in nature and don't partake in society.
walking around their forest cabin at night. What they don't realize, though, is that they're being watched, and their lives could potentially be in danger. Two glowing eyes menacingly look back at the camera in the darkness of the woods. And they're not something you'd see on an animal either. This is either a Sasquatch or worse, a dogman, one of the most terrifying cryptids.
I just love how so sure he is that it's either just a dog man or a Sasquatch. Like, that's pretty crazy that the guy's so sure. Did you see how fast that damn thing moved? And how tall it looked?
Saskatchewan, Canada, is home to some of the creepiest encounters ever recorded, and this one's no different. The person recording spots something strange in the wilderness outside their cabin.
See, now this guy's got the flashlight I was talking about, guys.
They keep shining a light on the area because they've seen a creature there, but they're not quite sure what they're looking at. The thing appeared humanoid. However, it wasn't a Sasquatch or anything dangerous like a skinwalker. This thing was in a whole different league.
Whole different league. Oh, fuck, dude. Look at that. What the fuck? I love these videos, guys. I don't know. It's just so mysterious. Like, that was pretty cool. Like a little midget friggin' goblin thing.
There's a myth in several cultures regarding little people who live in the shadows and play with horses. And chances are this...
Bro, I swear to God, the duende or whatever. My wife has talked about this many times. She said that like when they as a kid, Like when she used to go to visit farms in Colombia, the people would tell them or tell her that there was duende there that would like braid the horse's hair, and like they would leave food out for them and gifts and stuff. And it was like if they were good to them, they wouldn't bother you as much. But like, dude, it's just crazy. Like, my wife told me this, like being 100% honest, and I've looked into it, and it's true. It's crazy, man.
Little creature is very similar, except it's willing to emerge into the light and reveal itself.
What is that?
In August 2024,
You're telling me you just saw a damn head pop out from the side of that rock, and you're just like, what the hell is that?
Richard Rossi and Kelly Tabor went to Lake Champlain to shoot their film, Lucy and the Lake Monster. It was meant to be an adventure that followed a young girl on her quest to prove the existence of Champ, the Champlain Lake Monster. When they returned to the studio to review the footage they'd captured, however, they
just looks like a damn whale. Champ, the Lake Champlain Monster. That sounds ridiculous to me, but who knows? There's a lot of sightings and reports. Maybe it's real. I don't know.
discovered something extraordinary in one of the drone shots.
Dude, that does look crazy, though.
In the bottom right part of the video, they spotted a big creature swimming behind their boat, and they couldn't believe what they'd captured while shooting the film, because as it turns out, Champ was with them on their journey all along.
It's like a big shark or...
In 2014, wildlife biologist Miles Lamont hiked to the top of Tricuni Peak in Canada. However, what caught his attention was not the breathtaking view, but something he spotted on the slope of the mountain.
And pretty sure there's just Sasquatch down there.
Oh my god.
I can't really see it very well. There's this little black dot walking.
Of course, no human would walk in the middle of a snow-covered mountain like that, and since the creature was bipedal, it wasn't an animal either. So, Miles concluded that he was seeing a Sasquatch in action.
For sure I did.
The most bizarre thing about what he saw wasn't that a creature like that was casually walking around at a 2,000-meter tall mountain, but the fact that it was effortlessly climbing the slope, almost as if it had superhuman strength.
Can't bring up snow lines. Like, it's no big deal.
That's like such hard footage.
I don't...
In 2020, a man was streaming live on social media, telling his viewers he'd seen a strange creature in his backyard, and he was convinced it was real, going as far as to promise video evidence of it.
God damn, bro. What the, is a damn velociraptor?
He thought he'd get up and
around?
show everyone where he first saw the creature, but as he went into his backyard to recall his strange experience, the creature decided to show up again.
What the f... It's like a big-ass turkey running around.
The creature he talked about went by quickly
Looks like an
and took a lot of work to notice. But of
I don't
course,
know, man. It's
it
just
doesn't take
long
much to slow
legs.
down the footage and see things clearly. And
Long
well,
ass
that's
legs.
exactly what people did. Was it an ostrich, cigarette smoke, or something else
That's what I was saying, an ostrich. It looks like an ostrich, guys.
entirely? To this day, no one knows. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night and peeking outside your cabin in the woods, only to witness an extremely disturbing sight. Well, that's exactly what happened to this man, who was not ready for what he was about to see outside his window.
The f*** is that? The fuck is that in the woods?
A red-eyed creature stalked the man.
Stalked the man. The river monster. Anyway, y'all. This is a good video. I'm so exhausted, guys, but I had fun watching this. I hope you guys did. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. Like and subscribe. I love you guys. I appreciate all of your support. You know, just gonna keep keep pumping out the videos for y'all. And if you guys enjoy hanging out with me, hey, like I said, like and subscribe. Have a good night. Have a good day. Be good to one another. And yeah, peace.